Harbor is almost never played in ranked unbind. And yes, I know ranked and competitive is different, but how is no one playing an agent that can take site alone, while PRX vs NRG proved to us that he is the real deal, with some insane setups and lineups that the normal players would never understand. Today, we're seeing how PRX defeated NRG to make it to the top 3 in Tokyo's 2023. The team comps are quite different, where PRX have gone for Harbor while NRG went for Viper. Both agents have the same ability set with the wall, orb, but are both for different uses. Harbor is a little bit more of an aggressive support character than Viper, with his ult and his versatile wall. And PRX have went for Gecko while NRG went for Chamber. In the pistol round, PRX have gone for 3 frenzies, 1 ghost and 1 classic. This would tell us that it would be a fast execute when the execute happens, since the frenzies are so good in these fast-paced pistol rounds. While NRG have went for all upgraded pistols, so no armor. PRX with a great 4-man stack on A, like we saw MXM vs the Guard did, check out this video here. But here with a great Sky Flash to allow them to push Artis as 2 players and he can't win that fight. And PRX have gotten the first kill within 5 seconds of the round. But look, PRX have 2 players still holding the right side to make sure no players will be able to trade from behind. And a great smoke to reinforce the protection for the push. NRG now have to go B, where the Harbor are waiting for them. NRG goes for a B push with 4 guys long and 1 player hookah. And here they use these smokes and the Sky Dog to force Harbor out of sight. And Victor pushes the Harbor wall and into the Brim smoke on elbow. NRG gets bomb planted and it's a 5v4 retake for PRX. All PRX players are coming from spawn. This is a problem, since this will allow NRG to isolate the fights and make a 5v4 much easier for the NRG side. PRX uses Harbor wall in elbow to force NRG out of it, and sending a Skydog to clear it before PRX starts the retake. NRG gets the first kill, but FNS gets flashed and the trade is given right back to PRX. Look at the setup. NRG only had to worry about spawn, but they've still managed to not get any good positions in the post plant, where they are boxing themselves in and PRX takes the round.
Towards the defending side, Crashies cuts up, finds one, Jing from behind will get that kill. Victor will be good for another one, but hey, look, they can actually do it. PRX take their first pistol round here at the start of map number 3.
PRX have both for the round while NRG is saving. NRG starts with an amazing Viper pit from FNS to stop the long aggression for PRX and will allow NRG to take long much safer. Learn this lineup, but Sky still peeks and here gets taken out and NRG is a man up. Harbor have changed from B to A this round, and this allows him to be a little bit more unpredictable than if he only played B, since he has such a great ability set that allows him to change positions like this. NRG uses a Sky Flash to entry out of the Harbor wall and to take the orb. Right now, PRX are given so much map control of B to NRG, since they know the retake will be a walk in the park due to the gun difference. But here, Some gets a great opening kill and it's a 3v5, and now you can see the problem of giving so much map control of sight, since this allows NRG to just go wherever they want, while PRX have to work a little bit to even be able to walk out of sight. NRG uses these smokes and then the Skydog to get out. Here PRX tries to counter with a Harbor wall, but it misses its marks and allows NRG to plant safe. But here again, NRG is not finding any good post-plant positions, and when the hookah player is dead, they are all grouped up on long and elbow. This is not good. But here, there's a saving light in the round. And that's Crash's lurk. As long as he is not spotted, he should be fine, and is able to walk behind everyone and gets 2 kills. NRG equalizes. In round 7 we are seeing a different setup with 3 players on B, Race jump spotting in hookah trying to force out a shot from NRG, while Sky and Gecko plays towards long. On A we have Brim and Harbor playing short together and taking information. A risky play, since if both dies, PRX will not have any chance of retaking with any smokes or good retake abilities. NRG on the other hand is playing a 2-1-2 setup, with Viper lurking long, Race fighting the player peeking in hookah, Brim holding the short push and the last 2 going into toilet. The reason Sky and Chamber is the agents to go in toilet is that with a Sky Flash you can take toilet and Chamber will always have an easy escape route if PRX decides to push. For this round Viper have got an ult and PRX's Brim have the ult as well, keep that in mind. Viper uses an interesting smoke not to allow PRX any information on long, while Gecko have a flash lineup to blind the long lurk. And Harbor is using a wall to block out any A short information for NRG. So on both sides of the map, both teams are limiting each other how much they can see of the map. Very interesting. NRG is grouping towards B, and here Gecko and Sky have to be ready. They dug in Molotovs long to force NRG to make a decision of peeking or giving up long. FNS peeks but can't find anything, and have to fall back. At the same time, Jing is able to hold off the hookah push and gets a great kill before he overheats and gets traded back. But in all of this, Ardis have still been able to secure A short, always allowing NRG a way to rotate or go back from B. Brim uses a great ult as soon as he hears the Sky ult, and with 19 seconds left, this is perfect played, stopping NRG's push and playing the card of time. Then a great harbor smoke to allow PRX to peek NRG on short, and look here, Brim gets a kill before he's traded, but NRG have no idea about Forsaken, who as well peeks the smoke and gets a great positions and win the round from it. Learn to use the smokes like that.
Down, Artis has a double back to try to grab it, and I don't think they're gonna have the time. He makes his way into the cove, gets taken out, and Forsaken is good for another 3!
Both teams have a weird buy, with no teams having a full buy, but some Bulldogs on PRX and a Guardian on NRG. What is the play in a round like this? Well, Sky flashes into toilet for information, and this forces the rotations from Harbor, while PRX have gotten full B long control with Raze jumping long to spot out the enemy, and Gekko plays it safe to hold hookah from sight. But look at the ults, PRX have 3 ults ready, all of them are perfect for retakes, so NRG here waits to bait out the ults before picking a site. Since he played a Viper Orb that FNS have thrown perfect in U-Hole, surprising NRG and it was worth it. Harbor ult sight when the NRG push is about to happen, and Cigarette uses his ult to clear U-Hole. Then he activates the ult in U-Hole, so he can pick it up and reuse it if he wants. A great way to use the Gekko ult. Use it instead to spot out positions and take map control, allow yourself to always be able to pick it up. But in this time, NRG is just sitting and waiting everything out, making all the ults from PRX useless. And with one smoke from Brim, the push is on and NRG wins the round. What a way to play versus 3 ults when you have none. Just fake the push and butter yourself up with patience. Well played.
Bullets remaining to try to clutch this one out. The push coming in behind Victor, yep, the silent killer.
It's a full buy, but Raze have bought a Judge? Well, look how bind A site is laid out. Some quick stat shots can easily get you into backside, site, U-Hole, and here the Judge is overpowered. So you can tell that Jing wants to be fast in this round. As well as he will be able to save some money by not full buying and rather picking up a gun if he kills someone or if a teammate is killed. Harbor starts with this wall to allow Jing to push, as well as this smoke from Brim. But Jing do not push this, and here Forsaken shows us why Harbor is so good on this map. Look at this utility set to block out NRG of sight. But look at the Harbor bubble. It's on the wall. Did he miss it? Well, no, since he threw this multiple times. Look at hookah. The Harbor wall is making a gap, and with this bubble on the wall, you're allowed to jump out of hookah without being spotted and can take a fight on the player in spawn, or jump to the left of it and go to site without being spotted. A creative and great use of Harbor's utility. And that's enough to allow PRX to take A short, since NRG's players are stuck on the toilet side of site. So PRX uses these abilities and sites is up for grabs. The wingman plants, allowing the rest to focus on getting the good after plant positions, something we saw NRG struggling with on their attack side. But a 5v5 retake is some of the hardest to hold, and NRG have the abilities in their favor since PRX used a lot of them on faking B site and on their A take. And with 1 kill and 2 abilities, a 5v5 turns into a 5v2 just like that, and NRG overruns PRX.
Forsaken gonna be spotted, killed in the back end. Orbital strike now invested. CJRS, Jing, both gonna be taken out. Mind Freak with one of his own, has to send the ult, the swing out from Finesse on the flank. It's gonna be Sam who finds that kill. A bite down to the Vi's feet in a rough spot. Finesse will win it out. And the timeout works a treat.
Round 19 and it's a short one. NRG is on a weak buy, but it's not stopping NRG to fight for map control. With a great sky flash and some pushing long, while PRX are taking the whole concept of playing together to another level, and are going all 5 players towards hookah. A great skyduck to force artists out of hookah, and then they use the harbor wall to be able to scale up inside hookah to get more space without being seen. And here it's just no fair, and I will let you guys see how the round ends.
CTRS actually draws his weapon back out a little bit too quickly. Swing out of the teleporter, and it's just absolutely stomped into the pavement there. As Victor can do nothing more than get a little bit of damage. The flawless round is PRX.
It's 12-11 in the last map. Winner goes to top 3 and will have the chance versus EG to make it to the final, while the losers sent home packing. Both teams have a full buy. While PRX have 2 ults and almost Gekko's ults ready, while NRG have no ults left. But Raze, Brim and Viper are very close in getting the ults. How will NRG play this? Since they have two options. They can play for an ult or just bait out the ults from PRX as we've seen them do before. We can see that PRX are not fucking around, and here went all 5 players towards A. An approach like this is both good and bad, since this allows you to scale up and take favorable fights, but since you don't have an agent to watch for the flank, they give away so much map control if NRG decides to take it. With a great harbor wall, Sky Dog and Brimmy Stimmy, PRX is scaling fast up towards A short, while at the same time NRG takes full toilet control from PRX and Raze gets the last orb she needs for the ult. Jing goes for a great entry combined with a Brimstone ult, and oh my god, this is a play I could be watching for hours straight. He jumps on top of the boxes and kills Raze, before being traded, but I don't think he knows how important that kill was on Raze. Remember, NRG Game's plan for the round was to use the Raze ult to stop the plant, and more. And now, Raze is out of the round. Even though it's a 4v3 in favor of NRG, PRX will still have some advantage now since Raze died. And just look at sight. How do you stop a take like this with the harbor wall and the Brim smokes? As a CSGO player, this scares me. Some overpeaks here and can't decide to kill the little brother, or a player and gives his life away. It's a 3v3. Ardis, due to this kill, gets isolated and have to take a fight, and he loses it. This is all happening since some died. It creates a domino effect and makes the whole round for NRG fall apart. Great flash and Mind Freak peeks and gets a kill. It's FNS in a 1v3. And even though FNS is a great player, he can't win this. And PRX wins the game.
The plan still not coming in. Artis instantly headshot, Mind Freak finding it. There's 2 more left to go. He's playing anti-flash and now it's on finesse. The IGL, the captain, to try to take us an OT, but the voice says no! You shall not pass this point! PRX do the impossible! They eliminate NRG, a team that has not been outside of the top 3 at a Masters or Champions event since 2021.